Today's happy Thursday. Good evening. Um, I just want to see how everybody's going, how everybody's doing so far. Making sure everybody's going well. Crazy that the snow got melted. Um, things, got really crazily melted pretty quick, especially with the warm weather and the rain. Um, it's very, very crazy the way stuff is going on about things with Elon Musk and Donald Trump and all that, but I'm not getting into it because that's politics. Um, just wanted to give you guys heads up that today was a warm day. Um, Amazing that everything was melted. Things got, disappeared and everything somewhat. There might be still some snow mounds, stuff like that out there. But it's going to be crazy that we're supposed to be getting more snow throughout the weekend. I think it's around Saturday into Sunday, I would say. Yeah, so it's going to be very, very crazy that the weather is going to be flopping up and down like a little wave, back and forth, wave action. Um, I'm hoping that spring comes really soon, warm weather comes. That'll be great. It's going to be amazing when the weather does change and things get better. It'd be awesome. Um, so yeah, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody's making out and helping out people with the fires. I'm hoping that everybody is doing an amazing thing for others, helping out the homeless and doing stuff like that. Because we need people like that in this world. We need it. We definitely need that shit in this world. Is great, positive people that can help the homeless and do good things for others. That's like the main thing right now. But like I said, I care about people too. It's always good. Always do good for people because what happens is every time you always do good for people, good stuff comes back to you. Everything comes back. And that's one thing you want. You want to do good for people, do good things for anyone like that, and it automatically returns back. That's just the best thing you want to do is just to help, do, and give. You do and give and help everyone else. God sees it. God gives you prayers and blessings. That's really the main thing in this world. But like I said to you all, everybody has to do good things. I do good things. Everybody does good things. The thing that I don't agree with, and my friend on the other hand, he's not happy because of what these cops and what people are doing. People are calling cops on people falsely. People are making false complaints, calling the non-emergency police department number, and making false things to do things to people and cause problems with police. Like police are just coming around with people for no reason. It's just not acceptable, and it happens to everybody. There's people out there that are ridiculous that want to do things to people, get people into trouble and stuff like that. And it's disgusting. It's very disgusting. Um, and people are doing it on purpose. And the people that are doing bad things to people, like for example, there's people out there that are doing good, amazingable things. Okay, they don't do anything to anybody. They mind their own business. They keep to themselves. Okay, people right now, they're just people are out there that are mad. People are against things, what people are doing, how they're doing it, telling the truth about things, and putting out what was going on and how things are. And now it's like they want to come back at people and want to get people into trouble so they can get arrested. Just like I don't know if you noticed that person, Twiggy Ramirez. How he kept saying if you don't shut your mouth about these videos, you don't stop what you're doing, you're going to get yourself arrested. You're going to get yourself in big trouble and everything else. Now, with him doing that, he's telling me what to do. He's not really my boss. He's not really my friend's boss. He's none of anybody else's boss. There's no reason for anybody to tell somebody and say, "Oh, you stop doing this right now. You will not get arrested." Now, doing true news and telling the truth that somebody is doing something and somebody did do something or somebody could have planned someone's arrest, we don't know that. But there's people out there and cops can do that. People and cops communicate and they do things like that. But falsely calling the police on somebody for no reason, that's a little too extreme. And making a false report or incident report to somebody, yeah, that's not good. Me and other people that I know that do not like police, and my friend on the other hand, we don't do that to people. Besides, when it comes to somebody that, how I look at it, you stepped your foot into something. You stepped your foot into dog shit. You put yourself in shit. Okay? You stepped yourself where it shouldn't belong. If you didn't do what you did, if you didn't go and step on someone else's fucking toes for no reason and open up your mouth and say things, you wouldn't be dealing with anything. You stepped on it. You stepped on it. Now, how I look at it is like I just said, somebody I know, they mind their own fucking business. They don't bother nobody. This nice guy, all he did was good things for people. He did good things for others. And all he did was how everything should be. Now, my problem is when somebody starts something, now when somebody does something, they apologized, okay? Somebody started something, they ran their mouth, and they turn around and they apologized. Now, when somebody apologizes like that and they did something, that's considered guilt. That means that they don't want to deal with problems. Somebody that did that to somebody, they stepped on their foot, they paratripped somebody, they thought, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that, hell no, blah, blah, blah. But you don't have authority to do that. You don't have authority to do that to some innocent person, tell them you can't do this, you have to get rid of this, you got to move this, and no. You don't have authority. When it becomes a public street, people are allowed to go wherever they want and get wherever they want. Now, when somebody that didn't realize that somebody was becoming an officer, was doing his fucking shit to somebody, and now he apologized. There was no reason for there's no reason for anybody to do that to anybody. You should have just kept your mouth shut, did your business, did your thing, and move on. Don't let people do what they... See, that's what people don't understand. There's people out there that like to control people. They think because they make money. And that's another thing, just like the whole thing with Donald Trump. I'm going to get into it. Because he's a rich man. He's a president. He thinks he can just... whatever. He could change laws. He could do this and all that. But then whoever else comes in after him, and whoever runs for presidency against him this time, because he can't run anymore, whatever he did about this transgender and all this other stuff that's been going on, whoever comes into the White House is going to change these laws. So that means transgenders can go back to the Army, the Navy, the Marines, whatever. They can go back to that services. And whatever that Donald Trump did, taking this type of stuff away from transgenders and doing all this, because that right there is considered, I think it's considered bias, sex orientation, that the president is doing this to transgendering people because they're changing themselves from man to woman, woman to man. It shouldn't matter. If they're in the armed forces and they're here to fight and protect this country, they should have a right to. It doesn't matter if you're born as a man, born as a woman, but you're transgendering into a different person, into a man or a woman. Shouldn't matter. They want to be what they want to be. You leave them the fuck alone. They're in there, the armed forces. Let them do their job to protect and serve. By you taking them out of there and taking them away and taking them out of sports and taking them out of different type of things out there, yeah, that's considered like a bias situation because of their change of gender. That's bullshit. Now, like I said, he's a controlling type person. He wants to control certain things and change certain things or whatever. Yeah, there are some things that should be important. The border wall, he's big on with the border wall, right? He's very big in that. He's very fucking big in that. I'm very happy he wants to fix that wall. He wants to get it done so he can stop the drugs, the cartel, the guns, prostitution, sex trafficking with little kids, or anything that can harm our country. Fentanyl is one of the big things that are killing kids, killing people. We don't want that in this country. That's what he wants to stop. He wants to stop all this stuff, stop all these illegals coming in. But then also he might be fixing what possibly, we don't know what, if Biden did do it, that, Biden literally kicked out all the veterans and kicked all these good people that were in their homes. They kicked these people out so the migrants can move in, get a housing and get paid medical insurance and all that. This has got to stop. We know what's right in this country. The veterans were the ones that were first. They're the ones that came here. They need to deserve their services. They deserve what they need is what they need permanently. Okay. But now I'm going to get out of that situation. Donald Trump is going to change some things, but there are some things that he is changing that is wrong. So I agree what he's doing, but I disagree with things that he's doing. Now to get back to it, okay? Yeah, show me all the heart, show me all the love. Listen to me. I'm here to tell the truth. That's the main thing. And then the other thing I don't like either is, like I said, like I told you, what's been going on with people. There shouldn't be no reason for anybody to paratrip or tell people what to do, or any of that kind of way. There shouldn't be none of that shit going on. There shouldn't be none of that going on. People telling you where you can go, where you can't go, and all that because they're becoming an officer. Officers do not have authority, or people that are becoming officers do not have authority to tell people you can't park here, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that. No. When it's a public street, people are allowed to park wherever they want. It should be left the fuck alone. Not get their cars towed, not threatening notes, nothing like that. Things got to be done. Now, when somebody stepped on someone's foot for no reason, ran their fucking mouth because someone was upset, listen to me. People are going to be upset because there's no reason for anybody to step on people's toes. And somebody turned around, I heard this, and said, you left your car here for the, like not even for the night. And there was a note on someone's vehicle saying, if you don't move the car, it will be towed. Now, there's a law, or there's like a so-called ordinance where there's, I think, a minimum of 2 to 3 days that if it looks like the tires are flat, things are abandoned, license plates are taken off, and it's just there, somebody can call it in, they could tow the car. Okay, they could literally get that car abandoned and get that car taken the fuck out of here. Okay, so yes, there is an ordinance, there's a law. There's people that will leave their car in a spot for, say, 2 or 3 weeks without moving it, but then move it to somewhere else just so their car won't get towed or somebody won't call it in. There is some people out there that will call it in. And I would have done that. I would have done that too, because it's very wrong that people are bullying people and they're doing things to people, and it's not right. When it comes to people like me, my friend, and other people that are going through this shit that anybody shouldn't go through, cops are bothering people, harassing people, following people, and people are calling police falsely. Non-emergency number for no reason. Have a bunch of cops flowing the fuck up for no reason. What's the point of that? People following people is wrong. That's considered stalkment. You're stalking people. People are trying to live. People are trying to do things. Now you're sitting here, you're following people. You're in these vehicles, and most of them, like I even said, what my friend was telling me, is black tinted vehicles. You can't see, and then the funny thing is, these vehicles that have black tinted windows, they're completely black. So that means they're illegal tint. Okay? There is a state law that has been in effect for a very long time about having illegal tint on people's vehicles. Illegal tint is against the law. You don't know what this guy could be doing. You don't know if this person has a gun. You don't know if they're doing something inappropriate or doing drug deals or transactions. We don't know. But sometimes also the black tinted windows are to protect the police officers from being threatened, because if cops are doing traffic stops and stuff like that, you don't want a cop to be scared. You don't want a cop to be like, who's in his car? We don't know if he has a weapon. And then it turns out now these cops are violating your Fourth Amendment because they think there's a gun in the car because they're scared or they're afraid. And they're searching the car illegally because of that, because of the fear. People, I do think what they need to do is, if you want legal tint, do it legal tint. Do a tint that's legal so the cops can't go through your car searching through things, saying that there's a gun or a weapon or drugs or whatever. Just best thing you want to do is you want to have legal tint on all your windows. Do it where it's legal for you, meaning that tinted windows have to be a certain amount of percentage. It can't be no darker than whatever. It's got to be maybe 50% or 60%, a little bit light. That's where it's got to be, where the sun could go through and, whatever. I noticed a lot of people that have been around somebody I know. He's telling me that these people are driving around on these vehicles, and it turns out they're all black tinted window vehicles. They're driving around. They're following him. They're stalking him. They're just constantly, every fucking day, they're doing things to him. And also the cops, they're driving around with black tinted windows as well. and they're covering up things for a reason. They're doing something. That's like IDing somebody. Are they doing something where, you know what I mean? Are they actually IDing, trying to get someone to ID a suspect? Are they trying to ID somebody that's from a victim that's in their police cruiser? Or is it somebody that's in the car with black tinted windows that is what is that called? Black tinted windows where people are in there and they're trying to ID somebody with their tint. So they can't let me see who it is or let someone else see who it is. And they don't want to be seen. Now, yes, that's kind of wrong because there's no reason for people to be doing that. But it's probably because people are doing the cops' job. They're doing what the cops don't want them to get caught. Now, if they're the ones that are trying to do the work, if police officers are getting paid good money to do their job, they should bring this so-called victim that they're saying that this person attacked somebody or assaulted somebody or did something that has a complaint against that person that they're trying to go after so they can get arrested for it. The police department is getting paid good fucking money to do their job in an investigation. Okay, investigation room. Now, if this stuff is really happening towards somebody and they're accusing people that this person did this to this person or sexually assaulted this person or hurt somebody, the police officers should be taking them to the police department and in their investigation interrogation room to talk to these victims and getting paid to do their job to do it and not having us citizen people or people out there trying to do the police department's work. Now, there's a fucking problem with that. And a lot of people are getting probably paid. They're probably getting also a free room given to them by the town or by the FBI. We don't know. But bringing people around and trying to identify somebody when you should be bringing victims to the police department, you to be a detective to do your work. So yeah, there's a fucking problem with that. Cops don't want to get caught. I have a friend that actually is watching things. He's here for me as well as my friend. He's here to back everybody up. And also one of them are NYPD officers. And his private investigator hangs around and helps people out when they feel threatened or they feel like something's going on. My friend, on the other hand, he does not believe in police. I do not believe in police because of what they did. They fucking lie. They say they want to protect and serve. The only way they want to protect and serve is because they fucked up. They don't want to get caught for what they did. So they want to protect and serve. Oh, I need your ID, your date of birth, your social security number and all this, just so they can ID somebody. Just so you can see if something's on their record or something's on. Oh, let's arrest him. Now he's going to jail. For what? I didn't commit no crime. This person didn't commit no crime. Why is he getting handcuffed for? There's no reason for that. Get that? Cops need to do their job. You want to get paid good money to do it? Bring your victims to the fucking police department. Do your job with the detectives and do your thing. Don't sit here and use public roads and public people to go out there and be like, oh, that's the guy. That's who it is. That's who it is. That him? Is that the fucking guy? Yeah, cops are getting caught. Cops are getting nailed. Video and footage of everything that I'm getting is evidence. And even cops, the NYPD officer that's friends with my friend, he's even saying, yeah, there's cops doing a shuffle, like a shuffle movement, meaning that people that are trying to say that somebody sexually assaulted somebody or somebody hurt somebody or somebody did something to them inappropriately or did something, they're trying to blame somebody. And just like I even said about this Twiggy Ramirez guy, how he's sitting there saying, if you don't stop what you're doing, you're going to get yourself arrested. Because of the fact I'm doing truthful news, truthful videos, and truthful things that I'm getting broadcast. People are giving me intel. People are giving me things. And I'm talking to somebody that emails me and tells me what cops do. They get arrested. There's news out there all over the country what officers are doing. Listen to me. I'm going to do what I got to do. Right? People need to know, and especially if people are following certain people and they want to know if that's their cop or their officer in that town did this to somebody, yeah, I think people should know about it. It's public news. But when somebody's sitting here trying to blackmail somebody, I'm talking about blackmail somebody. Why are you going to blackmail somebody? Because of the fact that somebody is doing something and changing someone's life. You want to blackmail somebody because you don't like that somebody's doing something, and now you want to get the cops after somebody because you're pissed off that that I or someone else pissed a cop off or pissed someone else off because they don't agree to it. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. This is what this country's about: free press, free speech, everything else. This shit needs to stop. End of story. You want to blackmail somebody? It's like I already have my PI and had someone else helping. Turned out knowing who the actual guy is in Twiggy Ramirez. Yeah, we knew who he is. We know where he lives too. We know everything about this gentleman. And just like these cops and people, they're harassing people. They're going there, they're doing things to people, intentionally, falsely calling the police for nothing. For nothing. Why call the police on somebody when they're not doing nothing? If they're trying to do things, get things out, do things, get places. Why are you calling the police on somebody for no reason? That doesn't make no fucking sense. For what? If somebody ain't breaking no laws, breaking no crime, they're not doing no crime, they're not doing anything illegal, why are you bothering people? Because somebody got pissed off, that's not my problem. He got pissed off, that's not my problem. You should have never put your foot where it don't fucking belong. You should have never put your foot in shit. You put yourself in shit, you get shit on yourself. Nobody likes when people do things to people and now want to apologize for someone else. That's wrong. Somebody should apologize for that person's actions. Point out blank. Apologize. Don't have someone else cover for you because that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Do the right thing. Come out and apologize to somebody. You did something to somebody. You hurt somebody. It's like I already know that someone was involved in someone's arrest. We already know it. It's like a bike chain. When one town contacts another town and communicates with each other, police departments, how they work together, they talk, they communicate. Oh, if that's the guy, arrest him. That's a link chain. That's a bike chain. All it takes is one town to be called to get transferred from dispatch to another dispatch. That's a link chain reaction. You should have did the right thing, motherfucker. You should have did the right thing. Keep your fucking nose where it would belong. Keep your fucking foot where it shouldn't be. And you control your family and don't do threatening things to people, knowing people did not threaten other people. See, that's the thing. That person that was threatened by someone else that is authority figure in a town, that person that got threatened never threatened anyone, never did anything to anybody in that town. They never did anything to anyone to have fucking problems brought to him for nothing. He was fucking targeted. That person was targeted for no fucking reason. And the only way that things are going to stop is if you stop the videos. You know how I'm going to stop videos? You know how I'm going to stop videos? You want to know how things are going to stop videos? Is when people stop doing what they're doing to others. Calling the cops falsely, getting cops involved all the time for no reason, and trying to bother people when they're getting evidence. Because somebody already got evidence, and it's sad. It's very sad already trying to do things right and trying to change life. And because people are doing fucking videos, you're going to get fucking mad at people. For what? Because you don't want your business out there when you're putting your officers in Woodbridge and other towns, you're putting information of someone's address, giving people's information, personal information, and you're giving people people's addresses. Cops are giving people's addresses to come to this location where people are living to cause a problem. Bring gang members around, get people around there to beat people up and feel threatened and scared. So these cops can come and as a hero, Spider-Man or fucking Hulk or Hawkeye to come and save the day. That's a setup. That's a trap. Or trying to accuse somebody of that person didn't do the crime, but you're going to say that he committed a crime, so so they have to ID somebody and then see that this. No, that's bullshit. This stuff has to stop. I need to tell the truth. People need to tell the truth. Everybody needs to know the fucking truth. These cops, you don't realize, people. All it takes is you to have a place in the system, do anything wrong or do anything in any kind of way. They have your information. They have everything about you. All it takes is you to get arrested one fucking time in the system. You're under their wing for the rest of their life. That's what that means. When a cop purposely does it. And I know this cop was behind things. I know he was. I know he was a mastermind. Because now going from a patrolman to a detective and not being on the streets 2 months ago, he avoided to be a cop on the streets. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. Being a detective in a town, come on. In Woodbridge Town, come on. Why are you going from patrolman now to detective? Why? Why did you change your occupation? Why did you change your job description? Yeah. There's a reason for that. Because he's doing something. He's retaliating against people. We already fucking know it. People don't like the truth, but you want to blackmail somebody. You stop what you're doing. If you don't stop what you're doing, you're going to get yourself arrested. How is somebody going to get arrested if somebody doesn't commit a crime? How's somebody going to get arrested? How's somebody going to go to jail? Besides, there's people out there doing things to him. People are threatening him, threatening to kill him. They're threatening to do things to him. They're doing things to him, assaulting him. That person doesn't do anything to anybody. People are making up fake ass shit to get someone in trouble again, to get someone arrested again for no reason. An innocent man is getting fucking taunted. He's getting bullied. He's getting everything. They're doing everything to him for no fucking reason. And it's purposely because someone got pissed off. Somebody got pissed off. Was it Twiggy Ramirez? Probably. Was it someone else? Probably. That's not my problem. Best thing you want to do, people. Don't fuck with people if you don't want it back. You did things to someone. You wanted to apologize. You want to cover up someone else's actions. That was the wrong thing to do. If the person didn't threaten anybody or the person didn't tell somebody that you can't do this or you can't do that, and you guys didn't have to apologize, you didn't have to do anything, you could have avoided your problems on creating on other people's lives. You did it. You caused problems. Best thing you to do is shut your fucking mouth, mind your own fucking business, and do your own thing. Stay the fuck out of everyone else's shit. You stay the fuck out of everybody else's shit. You didn't fuck with that person. You didn't do anything to that person. Nothing would be done to you. But when you fuck with that person, God comes and he punishes you. He's going to sit there and he's going to do shit to you. I'm sorry. God will take his actions and he will take care of the problems. You should have never did what you did. End of story. 60-something-year-old woman should have never did what she said. Should have never done it. I'm sorry, she should have never done it. That person didn't threaten nobody. That person was minding his own business. Didn't do anything to anybody. And people want to bully that person. Want to sit there and then provoke that person or intimidate that person and cause problems with that person. Just so the cops can come and get arrested for what? For disorderly conduct? Disturbing the peace? Stupid shit. Misdemeanor charges, right? Petty offenses for what? Plant drugs in his pocket so he can get arrested for cocaine, possession of heroin, crack, meth, whatever. Is that what you guys are going to try to do so you could stick it on somebody so you could fucking arrest them? When you know that person's fingerprints are not going to be on that drug bag because that person doesn't do drugs. Well, you're going to arrest somebody for a misdemeanor charge when he's not doing nothing wrong? Come on. Come on. You stepped where it don't belong. God will take care of the problems. God will just do things to people. And it's for the good. It's for the good. You should have never did it. You should have left things the fuck alone. You shouldn't bother nobody. You should have did your own business. Stay in the house, sleep, not come out and bother somebody in your uniform and harass people out in the fucking street. Or people coming out and harassing people saying you shouldn't be parking there, you should be parking down the street, blah, 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 blah. You should have stayed in the fucking house, watch a movie, grab some popcorn, drink some champagne, do your thing. Leave people the fuck alone. Now, when you push on people, I don't care. Apologies or, listen to me, you would have never said an apology, nor anybody would have never said an apology, is if you didn't say a fucking word to anybody. Even if that 67-year-old woman didn't threaten anybody, you wouldn't have to cover up someone else's apology situation. Shut your mouth. Don't do things what you don't want things to be. That's the end of it. Leave people the fuck alone. Now you want to retaliate now because of the fact that somebody's doing the real deal, telling local news what officers and people are doing to people. Yes, I do think they need to know. I think people need to know. People need to get a life. You got a lot of fucking money, spend it on something else and stop fucking paying people to do things to people. Stop paying people to, oh, let's go intimidate the guy. I'll give you $100. This is his location. Let's go there and fuck with him so he can get arrested. But it turns out you're going to be the one getting arrested because you're the one that's going to fucking be doing bad things, not the other person. Do the right thing. Leave people the fuck alone before you lose your job, you lose your money, and you got to pay someone for fucking damages. And what you're trying to do is ruin someone's life. Don't do it. There's a lot of evidence that's having and against people. It's going to look bad. You get to that point, you're going to have to pay somebody for a big lawsuit through the county or the state. You're going to lose your trust me, you're going to lose a lot. There's a lot of evidence, a lot of license plates, a lot of things that are being held and kept as evidence. And most of these cars are black tinted vehicles. Black tinted vehicles. They don't want people don't want me or anybody to see who's in that vehicle. We know what you guys are fucking doing. You want me to stop doing the videos? You stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. It's 2025. Stop what you're doing. You don't stop what you're doing. I'm going to keep doing the videos. I'm going to keep doing all these videos. I'm going to tell the truth. Nothing but the fucking truth. And everybody's going to know every fucking thing. Retaliation. That's what these cops do. I pissed someone off. Who? I pissed the cop off? Twiggy Ramirez. What did I do? Did I piss someone off? Who was it? Who did I piss off? Who did my friend piss off? Who did it? You don't want to blackmail somebody, and blackmailing somebody is illegal and it's against the law to do that. Oh, you stop doing this, you won't get arrested. But this country is free press, right? Real, true shit, right? When people tell the truth. Yeah. People bullying people? Yes. People doing things to people? Yes. People threatening to kill somebody? To murder somebody possibly? Or even do something gang related to somebody to jump on someone so they can get feedback? Come on. That's the worst thing to do, people. Bloods, Crips, Lion Kings, all these gangs that are out there, Untouchables, KKKs. There's a whole bunch of shit going on out there. There's a lot of gangs out there. Crips and Bloods are like the big ones out there. They're the big type of gangs out there. They're all over, scattered all over the place. Crips and Bloods. Crips are the blue do-rag. The Bloods are the red do-rag. And the other colors, I think purple and whatever else. I don't know. Got to realize something. People need to shut their fucking mouth. I don't care if you're an officer. I don't care if you're a cop. Don't harass. Don't bother people. Don't come out and bother people at night saying you can't be doing this, you can't be doing that. You know, this person told me this, that he said that you were doing this and you were doing that and you were loud and blah, blah. Listen to me. Shut your fucking mouth. Stay in your fucking house. Get in your cop cruiser and get on your way. When I see somebody sitting there on their laptop, actually on their police cruiser laptop, and they're sitting there on there and they're doing it before they're going in their vehicle and leaving. They're using their database to look up a license plate. A license plate. There's no reason for an officer to do a license plate besides if there was a crime committed. So say if somebody was driving into town and went into a store and they went in there to shop and it turned out somebody came in with a gun. Came in there to rob a fucking bodega or rob a little store. Just so because they want to steal money and they want to get food and stuff like that. Now, they don't drive, but there's a person that came in that store to buy food or whatever for themselves. The car's out there, it's unlocked. But this person that is in there to rob the store can know how to jailbreak a vehicle. They can cut the ignition cable and then start the car illegally and take it, and it's called Grand Theft Auto. That's considered Grand Theft Auto. Now, what happens if this shit goes on? Stuff happens. A car gets stolen. The guy's like, what the fuck? Why is my car getting taken? Now it's Grand Theft Auto. That's a crime. This motherfucker took somebody else's car and threatened to take it, whatever. Now he could be out there with a gun. taking money and killed the guy in the store. The guy that's shopping, he can't do anything because now the cops got to come. They got to do an investigation. They got to see who's on camera, who's doing this, who did this, and who did that. That's an investigation. Is doing interrogation, doing all that. The victim has to be interrogated and everything else. That's a crime. And then now that car's stolen. Now they got to find out where that car is at so they can track the car, find where the car is at, make, model, year, and the license plate, so they can get that car back to the owner. That's what the cops need that database for. But people using databases, this is the other thing. And I even said too about before about an issue where somebody in New Jersey, 2 police officers in New Jersey, Neptune Township, and I forgot what other township, where they were actually using police databases, like actual police databases, to see who people are. They're taking their license plates and they're putting in the database. Now, I have a funny feeling when I was telling you guys about this officer that I was, people live close to officers, and this cop was probably targeting this person. They're looking up that person's plate. So if anybody gets in that vehicle, they're gonna, oh, who is that? Who's this person? Let's see. Let's put his license plate in and see, does he have any warrants? Does he have any felonies? He's on a program or whatever. This is what I'm talking about. Police abuse police fucking databases. They do. They abuse it. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. This is why we got to tell the truth. We got to tell the truth. Every day we got to tell the truth. These cops right now, they abuse it. And I know this cop. I know he had it in for somebody. He's using the database every fucking day. Now he's a detective because we're not really getting public news and seeing it like a month and a half ago. He's a detective now. Why is he an inside officer? Why is he not an outside? Why is he not out there doing things? No, he's doing an investigation on somebody. They're doing an investigation on somebody, trying to set a crime up to this person again. Because this is what the cop could be doing. He could be that type of person where somebody got arrested for a crime, right? Now, when a township like Rahway Township, Woodbridge Township, they're side by side. Avenel, Colonia, Island, they're all side by side. Calling a township and then dispatching to another township. They're dispatching, the officers are communicating, knowing the person's name, who's that person that's standing there with that so-called weapon that they say. And then now, oh yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, arrest him. Yeah, arrest him. Oh, the cop gets dispatched to another officer. They're on their cell phones. They're talking to the captain. Whatever. Up, you're under arrest. Nobody said what the person was under arrest for. They just put him in handcuffs, put him in a cruiser, and took the fuck off to the precinct. Okay? That's just wrong. That right there is a false arrest. They took a legal device that's legal. That the law was passed in 2017. The law was passed in 2017 where somebody was actually getting raped. I heard and I looked it up because somebody told me how someone got raped. She had something with her taser. They used it to protect herself. She got arrested for it, and when they found out that that guy was raping her, they finally caught the guy. Charges were dropped against the woman, and she got scotch-free. She got her taser gun back. The cops, I think, gave it to her, and then they let her off free because she was the one that was the victim and not the guy. The guy was the one that was attacking the female. Okay? The law was passed in 2017. Taser gun, stun gun, whatever, they're legal. They're legal for people to have and possess with you. You're allowed to carry it. You just can't use it. Just to intimidate somebody. You got to use it if somebody is hurting you. You have that ability to use it. Now, the person that got arrested for I think a fourth degree felony crime, he didn't do the crime. See, that's the problem. He didn't do the crime. He didn't do anything to anybody. He didn't get out of the car. He didn't go insult nobody. He didn't use the weapon on anybody. No, he was still in the car with this so-called seatbelt. Taser gun or stun gun or whatever the fuck it was in his center console. It was in a center console, in this case, protected. These 2 black African-American males in this white Honda, that's what he said, they fled the scene. They took off in New Brunswick Avenue, fled up the scene and this is in Rahway. New Brunswick Ave. They ran up the fucking New Brunswick Avenue. They fled the scene. Cops came 20 to 25 minutes later and booked the person on a 4th degree weapons charge. Why? When he wasn't the one that was committing the crime. He was the one that was being a victim because he was going to get his ass beat. Yeah, why did somebody that called the police to ask for help? See, this is the thing. Why is, if somebody needs help by the police, why are you going to arrest the person that called the police? When the police came to arrest, they're supposed to arrest someone else because he came out to threaten somebody saying, we're going to fuck you up. I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. That's threatening somebody. You're approaching someone's car like that. People are feeling uncomfortable. You know, what are they going to do? Hey, you know, you need to back up, or, you know, I have something to defend myself. By verbally saying it, then actually doing it is a different story. It's totally different. You understand? It's very disgusting that these cops could falsely arrest people, take a legal device that's legal for people to have, because that's another thing. An officer lied. An actual officer lied. Literally lied to the person's face with 2 body cams, what I heard, on their fucking desk, saying that you're getting arrested for something else. You're not getting arrested for whatever. You're getting arrested for, I think, a petty person's offense, whatever the hell it was. That's a misdemeanor, not a felony. It was supposed to be a misdemeanor. And the officer turned around and says, you can't, even from the beginning, what the person said, you're not supposed to have it, you're not supposed to possess it, whatever else. But then when the person was getting booked, the person even told me, stating, yeah, the thing is legal, you're allowed to carry it, you're allowed to possess it, you're allowed to have it with you, on you. So if somebody tries to hurt you, you can defend yourself. The cop just lied. 2 body cams that were recorded. And when that person was trying to request the body cam footage, Rahway Township denied him between 1 and 4 times. So why is somebody going to wear body cams, have cameras around them and everything to protect themselves? It's for that reason, because if cops want to deny you for body cam footage, that means they're hiding something. They're hiding something. They don't want to get criminalized for lies. And then charges would have been dismissed in the court. Judge would have saw it, be like, wow, this cop went through all this arrest and everything. Now all of a sudden yeah, that's what initially everything happened. The cop lied saying you can't have it, but then you can have it. You can possess it. You could carry it with you all the way. You could keep it with you all the time. You just can't use it. Well, the person never used it, number 1. 2, he never got out of the fucking car. He never got out of the seatbelt, never took a seatbelt off, nothing. He got arrested for nothing. And this is in Rahway Township. It's disgusting. I just want everybody to know the truth, guys. That's it. Thank you guys very much. Have a good night. Be safe. God bless you all. And be safe. Thank you again for your live streams. Thank you for all the love and the respect. I just want everybody to know everything. God bless you. Good night.